pressure, it's because you're missing that O-ring. This right here is a hard piece of plastic, okay? And your oil pump on this engine is right here. This is your oil pump, okay? Oil comes here, comes up, pressurizes, come out this hole. This seal needs to be right there. And you have another one too, right here. Remember, you'll lose oil pressure if that's not there, because oil will just spray right into the case, not go anywhere else in the engine. And that's your oil pressure center unit, aka pressure gauge. So, fun facts. Don't lose this. Well, guys, here we go. The fun begins. 3.5 liter Nissan timing chain. I'm gonna try my best to do a how-to on this 06 Altima, even though there's billions of videos out there. But day in the life of me and taking on some of the worst jobs I could take on. So I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll keep making videos of this. So have fun. So guys, I feel bad for anybody that has to do a Nissan Altima timing chain with a V6, because you gotta take the whole cowl off, you gotta take your wipers off, you gotta take the hood off. There's all miscellaneous parts that have to come out to do this timing chain. The intake's gotta come off, the valve cover's gotta come off, all the shit down here gotta come off, the motor mount's gotta come off, the airbox gotta come out. Like, I feel bad for anybody that really has to do this. I'm putting a lot of my bolts back in place, so this doesn't look like a lot of bolts came out of here, but so far, probably taken out about 40 bolts, 50 bolts. We're still nowhere near this part. Yep, the life of fixing the hard stuff. I like a challenge. Yay! I can touch the rear valve cover. Yay! 4 hours to get to this part. Yay! Hey Austin, here's something I want to just point out. I just noticed. You see how your battery's bubbled out? Look at that. It's a swollen battery. Look on this side. You see how it's like bulging? This battery is getting hot and it's swelling. So I can warn you, if your car fails to start one day or something, you're gonna need a new battery soon. So we're not doing it now, but just mental note for you, bro. New battery. All right, so here's the infamous timing chain failure. That piston should be there, but it's there. The guide has broken. Well, am I not surprised? There you guys have it. Reason why we're taking this thing apart. Well, I got it out, so yeah.
Give me your fucking money!
I thought you Austin. You owe me money. You owe me money. There's a new water pump. There's a new chain tension. There's new chain. There's new tensioner and guide. Glued together forever. Good news is, we are in time. Our chain is sitting where it should. And the engine will run. I have fixed the problem. You're welcome, bro. Oh, pal, Austin, old pal. She's all sealed up. I'm just dealing with everything right here. This will be easy to put the top of the motor together, and that's just all the parts I got to put on at this point. The hard part is done. Engine is now back together, brother. I'll try and get it done today. Hopefully I got like 3 or 4 more hours in this. I'm going to keep fucking with it until I can, bro. And I'm tired, so got you. And for all you people on YouTube that are checking out my shorts, I do this kind of stupid crap every day. I'm probably one of the few retarded humans to do this engine in this car, but you know. Come together, pulleys are getting on. Top end of the motor is finally sealed up and ready to roll. Technically, it'll run if I hook up that jumble of wires to that module up there. But for the most part, I got like 20 to 15 bolts, some hoses, prime, cooling system, put oil in it, put a filter on it down there, crank pulley, you know, a few other parts, but generally speaking, we are almost done with this. If you have a VQ35 DE engine in your cars, I promise you right now, I hate these engines. They're not even that bad of an engine. It is that it's pretty obvious that it's purposely sabotaged to not be reliable and make it impossible to even fix it. It's alive! There you go, Austin. Austin, it's all about ready to go for a hood and come to you. This is how you know it's Brown certified, guys. Okay, guys, today on Redneck Engine Performance, we moved all these cars around because here's the infamous flipped Honda Civic. Time to pull the engine and transmission out of this car and send it to the car crusher. Stay tuned. Today, this driveline will be right here. And here is the picture of this Honda on its roof. Yep. 25 mile an hour. Somehow ended on the roof. Well, today on Redneck Engine Performance, probably going to be a very delayed few day video that I uploaded. I'm sick and tired. I got like a million videos to edit. But there's the engine transmission combo out of the car. And there's a buddy's car. And there's a Beetle. But, yep, getting stuff done in here. Yep, all just going to the scrapyard. We cut the windshield out to just yank the engine and cut it out. This car is totaled, so no sense in caring, but Redneck Engine Performance, guys. All right, guys, today on Jury-Rigged Bullcrap, we have a 2008 Honda to replace a 2007 Honda that my buddy flipped not too long ago. So this thing, today, what we're doing is we're watching paint dry. So exciting. Yep. No jury-rigged engines today. This is jury-rigged bodywork.
Proceed.
Yeah. So, yep, looks good. Looks good. Had a little tiny rust hole under this corner of this rocker, and it's fixed up. So,
Ate your heart out, kiddos.
yeah, this is like the most exciting thing ever. You know, you can feel the excitement in my voice. You know, watching paint dry. Literally. All right, guys. Thanks for letting me waste your time. You have a good day. Stay humble. Screw bodywork. And today, guys, they wouldn't take the car without the cat. So the junkyard gets the cat. Oh, well. But to the crusher she goes. And then as soon as this is gone, this is coming in for a timing chain. Yeah. Fuck this car. Today on the Redneck Engine Performance, we have ourselves a Honda 1.5 liter that was from a car that flipped upside down. Just wanted to point some stuff out here. This is how you know 150,000 miles. People who own this engine have taken care of it. No sludge. It's clean. Clean engine. Yeah. I thought we were going to maybe rebuild this fucker. because it's out of the car. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get down in here after I get the transmission off and get this over, set back up on my, once again, another engine stand. And we'll check the oil pan and check the bearings and stuff. If everything looks copacetic, we'll do a fucking refresh. Here's another update of today. This transmission, we're gonna go through it. It's got about 140,000 miles on it. Hopefully, quick refresh, maybe some new valve, or solenoids, yada yada yada. This thing, I don't know what we're gonna do with it really. I know it runs. It ran before I took it out the car, so I'm gonna pull the oil pan and check the bearings. But somebody's kept up really well on their oil in this bad girls, so I'm quite happy to see this. But anyway, guys, stay tuned. So guys, let's see what surprises await us in this oil pan. I have good hopes, but guess there's only one way to tell. Gotta come out. So stay tuned. Let's see what happens under here. Well, guys, got some good news. That's a happy 150,000 mile rod bearing. You can see little materials worn, very little. That's nothing. But for shits and gigs, I'm gonna get a set of bearings and throw rod bearings in here because this engine ran upside down. As like this. It was upside down because the car was upside down and it ran like this, so no oil was going to the crank. But for the 30 seconds it ran with no oil, sure as fuck didn't hurt none. So, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to slap some rod bearings in here, and then we're going to go ahead and do a head gasket, reseal, head gasket, everything top. New seals, she old. It's time to reseal her up. We had a bit of an oil leak right around here at the VTEC solenoid, it looked like. So, just going to go through and reseal all these stupid schmillicone covers. But for the most part, this engine is in really good shape. Today, on Redneck Engine Performance. So, I was doing videos earlier today, breaking down this engine to see if I could find anything that would make me want to rebuild it. Well, let's see what I found here. So, this is our oil control ring. It's pretty hard to tell. But this thing is carved up really bad. You can see it. Oil wasn't flowing right through this piston. Let's see what we found. There's pretty good wear on this side. Not as bad on this side. So this is our thrust side. This is where most of the pressure is. If my phone will focus. Yeah. So, rebuild. Yay. This video is for anybody who has decided to do timing chains on their 2.5 liter Nissan engines between 2002 and I believe '08. If you put it back together and you notice you lost oil pressure, it's because you're missing that O-ring.
I was rushing this video, so I'm going to give a disclosure. The O-ring that you're seeing me take and put up in this hole is flattened, it's hard like plastic, and it's cracked. This engine came to me for blowing up because it lost oil pressure. Somebody did a timing chain.
This right here is a hard piece of plastic, okay? And your oil pump on this engine is right here. This is your oil pump, okay? Oil comes here, comes up, pressurizes, come out this hole. This seal needs to be right there. And you have another one too, right here. Remember, you'll lose oil pressure if that's not there, because because oil will just spray right into the case, not go anywhere else in the engine. And that's your oil pressure center unit, aka pressure gauge. So, fun facts. Don't lose this. Well, guys, here we go. The fun begins. 3.5 liter Nissan timing chain. I'm gonna try my best to do a how-to on this 06 Altima, even though there's billions of videos out there. But day in the life of me and taking on some of the worst jobs I could take on. So I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll keep making videos of this. So have fun. Well, guys, I feel bad for anybody who has to do a Nissan Altima timing chain with a V6 because you gotta take the whole cowl off. You gotta take your wipers off. You gotta take the hood off. There's all miscellaneous parts that have to come out to do this timing chain. The intake's gotta come off. The valve cover's gotta come off. All the shit down here gotta come off. The motor mount's gotta come off. The airbox gotta come out. Like, I feel bad for anybody that really has to do this. I'm putting a lot of my bolts back in place, so this doesn't look like a lot of bolts came out of here, but so far, probably taken out about 40 bolts, 50 bolts. We're still nowhere near this part. Yep, the life of fixed. Okay, guys, today on Redneck Engine Performance, we moved all these cars around because